After a while, however, this is going to spread out. And what's it going to look like when it's going to spread out? Hi, I'm Kim from the Tye-Dyed plant team, and we're going to talk about one of our really easy to grow plants today. I'm a little bit bespectacles, got an eye appointment coming up. It's the same Kim under here, except I can't see anything now, so please bear with me with the eyes. Our plant of the week is called a Creeping Charlie, and that gives you a little idea of what it's like. I said Creeping Charlie. It's not like Creeping Charlie. I had a high school classmate who was a really creepy guy. His name was Charlie. This is a Creeping Charlie, and we have it in plugs. And the good thing about the plugs is it's a very, very reasonable price point. And these plants are easy to grow. Let me give you an idea of one of our Creeping Charlies. It is a low growing plant. In terms of altitude, you're going to get about 1 inch. But in terms of how it spreads out, it is a spreader, thus the term Creeping Charlie. It's great in a lush area. It's lush and green, and you can see, as we can see on this plant, these are already spreading out. Some of them are a little more infantile, so to speak, but this is just a great plant for habitat, great for a vivarium, and in the summertime, if you wanted to put it outside in a garden as a ground cover, it's great. It's a very hardy. I'll actually use the word aggressive, and I'll actually use the word, if you're not careful, it can be invasive. Now, if you're using it outside, it's going to be okay in temperatures from, say, 65 to about 80. So from the creeping part of the Creeping Charlie, you can see this particular piece that I have right here is really ready to spread out, and it just does a great job at doing that. It's, like I said, not very tall. It's about 1 inch wide, but it'll just grow and grow and grow. It'll work great in a habitat. It'll work great in a terrarium. I'll show you 2 examples in a vivarium in just a little bit. So this is one that's on the move, and more likely if you buy one a little bit smaller because you just want to start with something smaller, we have them where they are just popping out. Now these are in our plugs. The good thing about the plug is they're very versatile, and it's also at a great price point. So when we're putting our plugs in, we'll just grab one of these samples that we have of the Creeping Charlie, and we'll put our tweezer through, and we'll just go ahead and pull it. The plugs are available here at the shop. If you want to get into plug for propagation, this is just a great way to do it. I have found, from a propagation point of view, these work a little bit better in plugs than they do in water, than they do in soil, because that plug will grab hold of that root and hold it a little bit tighter. Whereas in the soil, there's a little bit more air going on. They just survive a little bit better in the plugs. From a watering perspective, they like to be very moist. We actually have them here sitting in a little bit of water, so they do like to butt chug as well. So once you get them watered, just keep them really moist. They like to be misted, so from a humidity point of view, it's okay to keep the leaves moist. And if you have it in an area where you can put one of those pebble trays with water, that natural evaporation will help it as well. From a soil perspective, once you go ahead and take this plug and put it in the soil, and oh, by the way, when you're using the plugs, you plant the entire plug. Don't pull the particular plant out of the plug, but just put it in soil, and it likes to have well-drained soil. A little bit of perlite in the soil works. A little bit of peat moss for this particular plant works a little bit better. It does like a little bit of acidity. And finally, from a light perspective, it does like bright indirect light. So this can be also used as an indoor pot or as a hanging plant. So while this is a small sample to look at, if you were imagining this in a pot, this could be your spiller. It will grow very quickly. It'll spill over the side. So if you're looking at a hanging pot, this could be the part that spills out, and then you can work with your spiky thing in the middle for your thriller, and then you can fill it around the other side with what we call the fillers. So a very, very versatile plant. Consequently, it is non-toxic to humans, and it's also non-toxic to your pets. But it's just a great small addition to your plant collection. We're going to walk over and take a look at how we have grown it in 2 of our vivariums. One of them where it's just getting started, and the other one where it's been in that vivarium for a little bit of time, given some opportunity in that nice humid environment to grow. So let's take a look at it in those environments. So in this particular vivarium, this is a larger vivarium where we have a nice open space to work with, and you can see we've got one of our Creeping Charlies here. It's got a great area where it can spread out. So while it might look like it's a little bit lonely right now, now, this is really a good place to put it. If we were to put it more in the middle back here, it's going to overgrow and overtake, and that's just not really smart use of your time or a good use of your effort. After a while, however, this is going to spread out. And what's it going to look like when it's going to spread out? Let's just look up here at one of our other vivariums and I'll give you an idea. So here we are. And this has been growing in here for probably about 2 weeks. You can see they are fast growers. Now, another great thing about the Creeping Charlie, as I mentioned earlier, is it's easily propagatable. So if you were looking to propagate, you could just pull up a little bit and you could just grab a piece. Now you can see right here, and I'm just going to gently pull, as it puts out its creepers or its feelers, those will actually root themselves into the soil. So it'll grow, it'll creep, it'll grab the soil, it'll reroot itself, it'll put out more feelers, and off it goes. And the new growth, as you can see, comes right out of the top of the plant. Sometimes the new growth will come out of the bottom. And as we look way to the back here, you can see one of these. If I give it a little tug on it, it's not moving at all. It is well rooted. Now what we'll do here is probably in a week or so, go back and prune this back a little bit, and that'll do two things. It'll make this look a little tidier, and it'll also give us some samples that we can go ahead and replug and get another bunch of the Creeping Charlie going. It's a great plant. It's an easy plant. Sometimes we'll have plants that are a little bit more challenging for the novice plant grower, but if you're just looking to get started and you want something that's really going to grow easily, Creeping Charlie is the one for you. Our plant of the week at Tye-Dyed Iguana.